The room went silent when my mother stood up at my wedding. 150 guests, crystal chandeliers, champagne glasses raised. She smiled and tapped her glass. "To my daughter, Lily," she said sweetly. Then she paused. And that's when she said it. "She's finally settled." The word landed like a slap. Settled. As if I had married beneath myself. As if my husband was a consolation prize. I felt my smile freeze. I felt my new husband's hand tighten around mine. And I felt the joy drain out of my wedding day in real time. People stared. Some looked embarrassed. Some looked amused. My mother sat back down like she'd done nothing wrong. That night, I cried in my wedding dress. And that was the moment I realized something. She hadn't toasted my marriage. She'd marked her territory. A few months later, she called us to what she described as a family financial meeting. She slid a thick legal document across the table. A postnup. Not to protect me. Not to protect my marriage. To control it. Every page screamed the same message. You chose wrong. And I don't trust him. That's when my professional instincts kicked in. Because my mother loved power. And she loved contracts even more. So I did the one thing she didn't expect. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I hired my own lawyer. And together, we rewrote her agreement into something that looked harmless on the surface, but quietly shifted the balance of power. When we met again in her lawyer's office, she walked in confident, victorious. She thought this was about my marriage. She didn't realize the document in front of her was about hers. And when her lawyer started explaining one particular clause, I watched the color drain from her face. Because for the first time in my life, my mother realized she wasn't the one in control anymore. If you want to know what that clause said, why the room went silent, and how a single signature changed our family forever, listen to the full story. Because that wedding toast wasn't the end of my humiliation. It was the beginning of my leverage.